books and just get all those good Silver Age books and just enjoy life to its fullest. Eat
Go
meat.
back to the '70s roller disco.
Hell, darn right,
Hang
Steve.
out, hang out at a roller disco.
Damn right, Sifu. Because if we were in the '70s, Chief, we would have our minds and our bodies in sync.
That's right.
And you dig
Because
it?
this ain't small stuff.
This ain't small stuff. Get your hands off me. We did find anybody who doesn't. We did find that Rodan did have a third movie, and we're looking for it so we can watch Velvet Smooth because he's in Velvet Smooth.
Yeah, I've seen Velvet Smooth, and I used to own it. I got it was like one of those 4 movie sets. I think I bought it at Best Buy years ago, and I don't even know if they still have those things out. But like at Best Buy, they used to put out, and they used to have them other places too. But like at Best Buy, you'd have like 20 movies, 20 Barbarian movies for $5.99 or some crazy price. So I would go and I would buy all these fucking sets of really bad movies, and I just had at one point I had a library of just garbage, like shelves and shelves of the shit that I'd had.
It was still gold.
And I ended up when I started going digital, especially when streaming started coming along, and you could literally look up anything on Amazon Prime or Amazon and find any fucking movie you want to watch at any time of the day. So I got rid of all those. But I had VHS tapes stacked to my ceiling of just horrible shit that I that I bought over the years. And Velvet Smooth was one of those movies. It was in like a 4 movie set, and it is every bit everything you want it to be. I promise. If we find this, I think it's got to be on YouTube or somewhere.
It's gotta be.
But it's really funny. I'm gonna see if it's on YouTube.
See, I love those sets. I bought there was one Best Buy had, and it was like all the Gamera movies for like $5.
Yeah, you could get what it was is there'd be like they'd try to find there'd be one movie in the whole set with one star or somebody that was either became a star like the way Kevin Bacon was in the first Friday the 13th and then went on to become famous. But it'd be some star that was in something 40 years ago, and they'll put them right on the cover of the set. Look, the big selling point.
Yeah, like Jennifer Aniston with the Leprechaun.
Or even old horror movies, they'll find one of Bela Lugosi's shittier movies. It's not Dracula. It's not going to be Dracula. It's not going to even be White Zombie or any of that. It's going to be versus a Brooklyn Gorilla or one of those fucking...
It's Bela Lugosi meets the Brooklyn Gorilla.
It's going to be something like that, but it'll have Bela Lugosi's Dracula photo on the front, solid. But yeah, there'd be one decent movie usually. At least one that's entertaining, and then there'd just be 19 shitty, almost unwatchable
I got a few
pieces
of those,
of shit on it.
I got a few of the, I got one, it was the fantasy collection, right? And literally, the only good movie in that entire set is Beastmaster. The first Beastmaster, before his boobs started becoming eggs. But then you'd get, the one I see all the time around Halloween, it's 20 slasher movies, right? But the only one that is of note on there is Prom Night with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh.
It's the only one on there.
Yeah,
that makes
they're
sense.
the Terror Train or whatever that movie. That other movie. Remember that movie she was on? I think it's called is it Terror Train with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah.
It was right after, or I don't know if it was before or after Halloween, but.
But it's even that one I bought that has Bunny Man on it. I bought it solely because it had Bunny Man on it, because I thought, we always thought it's like the Halloween tradition. I talk about the Bunny Man bridge. I was like, oh, maybe this is about the Bunny Man, and it's not. It's Texas Chainsaw Cabin in the Woods with a guy in a bunny suit.
Yeah.
I have your copy. I'll bring it at C2E2.
Excellent. There was one that I had that I bought it solely because it had Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price.
That's a good one. That's the best one of those made.
And I was looking to watch that movie particular, and I was looking just for a DVD. It was weird because I was looking for just a DVD of that, just any in the horror section. I wonder if they have Vincent Price in this movie because I want to see it. And I was looking through all their shitty sets of horror movies, and it was on one of those. I was like, well, I'll just get the whole set. Because I don't think I don't even think you can buy like just a DVD of that. Can you buy that just on a DVD?
There was like what? There's 3 versions of that movie. There's one with Price. There's one with Charlton Heston, and then the Will Smith one.
Yeah, Omega Man is with Charlton Heston.
And then I Am Legend is Will Smith.
Those Mathesons, like Richard Matheson wrote a lot of cool stories, really.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just he wrote that, and that's a movie that's a book that Romero kind of borrowed from for Night of the Living Dead, like being the guy who was in the house, he had it all boarded up with the vampires outside. And the book is, I recommend anybody go get the book I Am Legend. I have it somewhere around here. But the book is so cool, and the vampire legend is kind of twisted around in it, but it's really there's like different stages of them in the book, and it's not like Will Smith. They were like these mutant people with like a blood disorder. These are like real like traditional like vampires, and but they're not like the goofy stuff like garlic and. I think garlic actually does. Yeah, garlic does work on them in the book. They are allergic to garlic, and they can't be around sun. But like crosses and shit don't work. Like religious things don't work on them. But they are like in like weird stages of like some of the people that come to try to get in to get the guy in the book are like they're still alive, but they had this virus. They're almost vampiric. And then there are some that have actually died and resurrected and are actually undead vampires that are out there. And it talks. There's even a part in the book where he says that he has to clean these bodies up off the lawn every night because when they come, they all gather around the house and try to get in. When the undead ones find out that they can't get in the house, then they turn on the still living infected and feed off of them. So the guy every morning has to get up and clean up the bodies of the people that it's a pretty horrifying thing, but yeah, he has to pick up the dead from the vampire slaughter on his lawn every night.
A show that's coming out on Netflix, talking about shows coming out. Now this is one you and I think will check out. The new Lost in Space comes out in April.
Yeah, I saw pictures of that. I saw a couple of like promo shots of it, of the kid, like Will Robinson.
Yeah. And I watched the trailer, and it's the trailer's pretty interesting because it's Maureen. It's her name's Maureen, right? Maureen Robinson, or Marion Robinson, Mrs. Robinson. It's her doing a voiceover about exploration, and it shows like the Robinson family getting on the ship. Now, I think it's just the Robinson family they showed. They didn't show Dr.
I love you, wife.
I love you, wife. They didn't show Dr. Smith, who in this one is played by Parker Posey. So they really just showed the family. But at the very end of the trailer, you do hear a robot voice go, "Danger, Will Robinson, danger."
Well, you can watch the old show on MeTV, I think it is, on Saturday. It's the Sci-Fi Saturday or whatever they do on there.
With the wife from Lassie in it.
Yeah. She got around.
Yeah.
She's
June
also
Lockhart.
she's also in Troll.
Yeah.
Is it her in Troll? And then her daughter plays the younger version. Her real life daughter plays the younger version of her.
That show, that was like one of those good, like, that show came out at like height of like all the, the space exploration type shows, and it was a good show. And then you get that movie with freaking William Hurt, and he's just so dry and he's so deadpan. I love you, wife.
Well, there was no fun to it. Lost in Space was like a goofy, like swinging '60s sci-fi show, and they just sucked all the life out of it with that movie. It wasn't lighthearted at all, really. I mean, there were moments, but none of it was really funny, and it was. I don't know. I think it was they were trying to get something going with that, with like a toy line, and
Dr. Smith becomes like a giant spider. I'm like, but I'm interested to check that out. There's so much stuff coming out. Got a release date for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, Chief.
Really?
Yeah, November.
Like a real theater movie, or is it like a Netflix?
A real theater movie. November 19th, 2019. is what it's looking like. Now, here's why I'm scared. And you know I'm a big Sonic fan. Here's why I'm scared.
Isn't it weird they haven't done like an animated Mario movie ever? Like a real good one?
Okay, you had to say a good one, not that Japanese one.
No, I'm talking about like a modern day like Hollywood.
Well, remember
You think they would have drained that dry by now?
Remember, it's Mario and Luigi Mario. You got two Marios, Mario, Luigi Mario. A monkey. Where did you evolve from? Tyrannosaurus Rex, king of the dinosaurs. I'm Dennis Hopper. You know. So the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, it's from what they're saying, it's going to be based on the Sonic Adventure game from the Dreamcast, and it's going to be a mixture of live action and CGI. So my first thought is, now I play Sonic Adventure, there's humans in it, yada yada, but my first thought is, holy shit, Sonic is going to go from Mobius and he's going to end up in New York City, and Neil Patrick Harris is going to be a father, and Sonic's going to have to help Neil Patrick Harris realize that he can be a father and he'll be a good father. It's just going to be crazy, and then they're going to...
And he's going to fix the ad campaign.
And he's going to fix the ad campaign, and it's going to be like faster than Blue Lightning or Blue Speed or something like that. So I am very, very... Really, a Sonic movie, I want it to be like Sonic Saturday, morning cartoon. I want it to be Sonic versus...
Why would you base it on something that boring instead of basing it on the comics that have been going on for 30 years or however long ago? Why wouldn't you take some of those elements? They had serious stuff going on in the comic books at one time.
Oh, back around in the the hundreds, and then a little bit into the 200s, mostly in the hundreds, maybe around 60 to 100 and the 200. There's so much going on. I mean, there's
the existing mythology of adventure right there. It's why not tap that?
There's so much. Now, remember, I still think that I don't know if that guy who created some of the characters and then got butthurt and took him to cook Archie to court and said you couldn't use my characters has a little bit to play into it. But I mean, here's the thing: you're basing it off of the game. Don't have Hollywood. You have learned absolutely nothing. You first of all, you have given multiple movies to Uwe Boll based on video games, and I don't know.
Uwe Boll's Sonic the Hedgehog would be funny to see.
Oh my god!
Just see coins in the middle of the screen, the 8-bit coins go ting.
Dolph Lundgren voices Sonic.
The rings are just jingling up in the middle of the screen.
But I mean, you
Dolph Lundgren is. I must spin dash.
I must go fast and break you. But you fucked up with Mario. Okay, you fucked up. Now I will admit, to me, Mario Brothers is a guilty pleasure movie. It's one of those that's it's bad, but I'll put it on just cause it's I want to watch this bad movie again. Same with Street Fighter.
The new generation doesn't know anything about that movie. I can't even find. I'm trying to find a copy of that just on a shitty DVD, at a grocery store or something. I can't find it anywhere. It's that hard to find. It's not on any streaming service I can find.
Right.
I think they just erased it. So I mean, that's another one that's got a rich mythology behind it that they could make something cool out of. Do a 3D animated Pixar Mario. That would be fucking amazing, and people would love it.
You know what they need to do, and I'm surprised that we've only ever really gotten a cartoon series out of it, is The Legend of Zelda. Imagine Legend of Zelda a Lord of the Rings movie. Zelda is a Lord of the Rings type movie, and even do it in 3 parts. I would love to see a 3-part Zelda movie just epically done. That would be fucking awesome. I mean, you could do movies based off of that. Metroid would be another one that would just be amazing to make as a movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta I think you're right on. So you forget about gameplay and you take story and what the game is based on, and you make the movie what the game is supposed to be based on.
Yeah.
You don't try to incorporate gameplay into it. You take with Castlevania, you take that intro in the instruction book, and you extrapolate on that the point and the history of it, and you make it that instead of trying to look, here's the glowing sphere from the game.
Oh, he whipped a candle. Which I mean,
don't
give
do
credit.
that shit. Just write a good story, man.
Well, give credit. Netflix,